Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Is it audible? Everything fair? Make it confirm, please. So we will wait just for 1 minute so that other people can join the class. Okay. It is an important session today, so we want to let them join the class. Okay, dear. Let me share the link with them as well. Good evening, everyone. Okay. Good evening. So shall I proceed now? All are there? Shall we proceed now? Good evening, Kaushal. Good evening, Shivu, everyone. Sundaram, Amit. ठीक है, start कर लें अभी. चलो. Okay. So, thing is, yesterday we have done some basic things. Today we'll continue in that as well. Two, three basic things required for the real numbers. But after 10 to 15 minutes, we are gonna have a very important session. Believe me, that is the backbone of this whole real analysis. So after 10 to 15 minutes, even like starting from the starting itself, whatever the words, whatever the definitions I say to you, please try to have a grip over that. If you don't understand, please ask again. I'll repeat those till you understand the things completely, because those are gonna be the base for this real analysis. Fair? And the homework I have given to you, that I will be discussing in the last of the lecture. Okay? Initially, we'll do the things at our pace. Then after the, as we will be ending the session, we will take those doubts as well. This is a homework as well. All solutions I'll do for you. Fair? So today's target is, we will do basic points associated with set of real numbers. Okay, so that is again gonna be the base of for us, so we cannot ignore obviously the definitions part. After this, the very important session which we will have, although I will start a metric on the set of real numbers. Many of you may feel कि sir that is not mentioned in our syllabus. Obviously the metric space I am not gonna teach you here. Believe me. But by using that metric a basic definition, because from the childhood only, childhood means your undergraduation, you people are using that metric actually indirectly, but you don't know how you are using that. Fair. So today I would introduce that in a very formal way for you. You will come to know कि यार ये तो हम बचपन से करते आ रहे हैं, लेकिन हमने कभी इसको मीट्रिक बोला नहीं. So persons who can give the ज्ञान here कि सर मीट्रिक स्पेस हमारे CSE सिलेबस में नहीं है, तो for them I am telling कि भाई I am also not going to deal the metric space, but I am telling you which metric you have been consistently using since along, and by using that how beautifully we can derive the sets theory for us. So metric on R say I will go on the concept of open ball. That is gonna be the backbone. Open ball का concept today I will tell you, and like you will feel the beauty once we do it. Open ball के सहारे we will do all the points which you feel in the syllabus. What do you feel? कि सर इंटीरियर पॉइंट क्या होता है? इंटीरियर पॉइंट ऑफ अ सेट S, right? You are interested in interior of a set S. ठीक है, हर चीज का अपना मीनिंग होगा. Then you will go for कि सर ओपन सेट क्या होता है? ओपन इंटरवल एंड ओपन सेट में क्या डिफरेंस है? वेदर एवरी ओपन सेट इज एन इंटरवल और every open interval is an open set. Today you will come to know about that. Fair. After this we will move on the definition of limit point. Star mark कर लीजिए. These are gonna be the backbone for these things. Fair. Limit point तो syllabus में है ना, ये तो बोलेंगे सब लोग. चलिए. Once you get the limit point, we will tell you what is the derived set of a set S. Once you got to know what is derived set, we will talk about closed set, right? Whether some given set is a closed set, obviously we won't forget to compare closed interval and closed set, right? Fair. The very important concept which is here is denseness. What, my dear fellows? The very important concept, that is denseness. Denseness in the set of real numbers. Denseness in the set of rationals. Whether set of rational number is dense in set of real numbers. The very beautiful concept is whether Q is dense in R. So that is the question which are gonna be the most interesting part for us. After this we will move to the perfect set. What is a perfect set for us? Right? Once you do these exercise, and these are just 5 to 10 minutes each of the definition, and after today's lecture, dear fellows, you will have the joy. I am saying joy, आनंद. ठीक है? तो बिल्कुल भी पेशेंस लूज नहीं करना है कि आज के टारगेट में इतनी सारी चीजें मास्टर पढ़ाएगा. Don't lose the patience. But I have written these things just to have the clear mindset कि in which order things to be studied. Are you getting my point, everyone? So I suggest you please note down this so that I can start today's lecture. Please note down, everyone, at the very first page of your lecture, these things should be written like this, in which manner I have written. Please write down. And do let me know once it is noted. Everyone, is that done? Is that noted? I hope yes. Right? So, what I would like to suggest you here is two words here you can write. Completeness, please write. Completeness and Archimedian property. Please note down these two keywords here, that is completeness of the set of real numbers and the Archimedean property. Basically that is consequence of completeness, order completeness. Chale. Be on the board please everyone. Okay. So let's start our first segment of the lecture. Write a heading please. Order completeness in R. What I say here is, as we, who's commenting this much long? Sunny Kumar. अच्छा क्या यार सनी, मुझे तो तुम्हारा कमेंट पढ़ के पता चला, पता नहीं कोई मेरे को टारगेट कर दिया करके. एनीवेज सर थोड़ा लेट हो गया क्लास में आने का, आपका दिल से शुक्रिया था, व्हाटएवर, थैंक यू, लव यू. चलो अच्छा, आपका सेमेस्टर का एग्जाम था एंड यू हैव डन वेरी वेल. गुड, कीप स्माइलिंग. चलिए देखो प्यारे बच्चों, यहाँ मैं आपसे, आपका कमेंट पढ़ के मेरे को जॉय आ गया है ना. आनंद. What happens dear fellows when you study real analysis? Yesterday I said never think the things are obvious. Initial two lectures are to develop that habit, right? अभी completeness के अंदर whatever I will write, believe me, you will feel कि मास्टर पगला गया है. ये क्या लिख रहा है, ये तो हमें पता ही था. बट थिंग इज, whatever you thought obvious has made you feel कि यार real analysis is tough, modern algebra is tough. Be on the board please. So मैंने पहले ही इजाजत मांगी है, initial two lectures no one will compromise कि ये required or not required. ओके डियर? चलिए ओके, चल लिखिए प्लीज। देखिए ऑर्डर कंप्लीटनेस क्या होता है। ऑर्डर को तो पहले हम चलो ब्रैकेट में लिखते हैं, ठीक है। सम पीपल यूज ओनली कंप्लीटनेस, सम पीपल यूज द वर्ड ऑर्डर कंप्लीटनेस। ओके चलिए देखिए प्लीज बी ऑन द बोर्ड। इफ ए सबसेट, कल भी बोला था वी विल लर्न हाउ टू राइट मैथमेटिकल लैंग्वेज, है ना। इफ ए सबसेट एस ऑफ आर is bounded above, if a subset S of R is bounded above, then its upper bound, capital M is in the set of real numbers। क्या बोला, ध्यान से पढ़ना। नाउ यू थिंक what it is saying and you feel the obviousness here or not, कि if सर ने बोला if a set is bounded above, yesterday I told you bounded above means what, it will have the supremum। now please highlight this word, I will be very slow in starting 3 lectures that I have already said। Please highlight is in R। अभी बताते हैं, देखिए ध्यान से। If a subset S of R is bounded below and its lower bound means जिस नंबर से बाउंडेड है इट्स लोअर बाउंड स्मॉल m is in R, please underline this what I have said here। देखिए ध्यान से एग्जांपल पर जाए, बी ऑन द बोर्ड प्लीज एवरीवन। बहुत एकदम से क्रिस्टल क्लियर चमकेगा, देखना। लेट अस टेक अ सेट S equals x belongs to R, ध्यान से देखते रहना, such that e raised to the power x is less than 5। I have written a set for you। क्या सेट लिखा है, S contains those real numbers for which this holds। Yesterday I told you reading the set, बहुत बढ़िया। So आज मैं लिख भी देता हूं एकदम प्यारे बच्चों की तरह। This is collection of all those real numbers, this is collection of all those real numbers x for which e raised to the power x is less than 5। this implies x is less than log of 5। बोलिए। so by the definition, so m equals to log of 5 is an upper bound of the set S। upper bounds में से the least upper bound is said to be supremum, है ना। this we learned in yesterday's lecture। चलो कैपिटल M is log 5, क्लियर है बात। also log 5 जो है that is a real number or not, please say yes or no। मैं बोर्ड को थोड़ा नीचे कर देता हूं, मुझे पता नहीं, इसमें पता भी नहीं चलता है। Is it visible? every line? Just wait a minute please. Fair. So log 5 is in the real numbers or not? आराम से देखना, आराम से. चलो. One more example I am gonna take here. Clear? What I am taking here is, ध्यान से देखना. Let if S equals those real numbers such that, ध्यान से देखिएगा, such that if you say x square is less than 2. So what are the real numbers inside this whose square is less than 2? Clearly capital M is root 2, right or not? This belongs to R. Fair? But ध्यान से देखिएगा, but if we take those rational numbers, क्या बोल रहा हूं, for which x square, यहां पर क्या कर दिया, collection of all those rational numbers which are strictly less than root 2, right or not? So m is equal to root 2. देखिए ध्यान से, here m is root 2 which is not in the set of rational numbers. So what I will call it as, so Q is not complete set. Whereas if these things holds well, so this implies R is a complete set. बोलिए एकदम crystal clear है या नहीं? Is the things are crystal clear or not? Please say yes or no. Completeness means what? Completeness means its bounds, be it upper bound, be it lower bound, must be inside that set itself. Then that set will be called as complete set or ordered complete set. The order word is also here just to have कि every number, every two numbers के बीच में you can have order. So this is also called ordered complete. क्या बोलते हैं? Ordered complete set. आराम से लिख लीजिए, कोई डाउट होगा then please ask. If you have single doubt you can ask. Please note it. Shundram, Shubham, Chobe, everyone. Completeness is clear or not? और आज के पहले completeness को obvious मान के चल रहे थे कि नहीं? ये ऐसा तो होगा ही. कोई भी R का अपर बाउंड ले लो, R में ही रहेगा. लेकिन Q में मजा आया ना? Similarly, if you take a set, so that is said to be complete. That means it holds these two properties. And please write down properly everything. Okay, Shundram. Okay, fair. And once it is noted, do let me know. Everyone, is that noted? Please write this as well. Please write this as well, everyone. And highlight the word ordered complete or complete. Shubham Chaube. Not only required, those must be inside the set itself. Those must be inside the set itself. Are you getting my point? Shubham Chaube. And one more thing. चलो, शुभम ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है तो लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. देखिए ध्यान से पढ़िए. If a set is bounded above, if, please underline the word if a set is bounded above, then upper bound must be in the set. If a set is bounded below, then this must be happened. So if you want to set for boundedness, तो आपको you have to focus on. शुभम का क्वेश्चन एक अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, ध्यान दीजिए. मान लो कोई सेट ऐसा है जो केवल बाउंडेड अबव है. What he said? If a set is bounded above only, then by the property what we need? Since it is bounded above, so its upper bound must be in R or but that set whatever you are taking. Fair? Here, if you talk about कि वो bounded below है, if, then उसका जो लोअर बाउंड है वो R में रहना चाहिए. क्लियर है अभी सबको? अब मैं इसको बोलूं, if a set is bounded below and bounded above, then to say it is ordered complete, upper bound and lower bound both must be in that set. Am I clear now? समझ लीजिए इस बात को. और मैं फिर बोलूंगा, जितना आराम से इन चीजों को समझेंगे, as you will be calm and composed, the more you will have the joy after this today's lecture. So please underline the word if. Please underline this word if, and I hope the meaning will be clear to all. So जो भी क्लियर हुआ है, अगर चाहें तो अपने वर्ड्स में लिख सकते हैं, otherwise I have stated that. चलिए. So the 2 points which we need to carry from here is R set of real numbers is ordered complete. Set of rational numbers is not ordered complete. Because set of rational number के अंदर में we have shown कि there is one subset which is not complete. So if any of the subset behaves like this, that means the property violates. Whereas in case of R, yesterday also I told you, we don't do the for R. We take any arbitrary subset S of R and we try to show the things for that. And without all loss of generality, we extend that. Clear? So please develop this habit. Write the next point, that is Archimedian. लिखिएगा Archimedian property of real numbers. So what is, just symbolic लिख लेंगे, it is an important consequence of order completeness. What I have said? It is an important consequence of order completeness. And what, देखना ध्यान से, this would be looking very obvious again, but believe me, when you will be thinking about epsilon delta, when you will be thinking about limit का definition in terms of epsilon, then to write those things you need this property, you need to write this explicitly. Okay, देखिए, देखिएगा यहां से, what is the Archimedean property? This is the set of real numbers, the set of real numbers is an Archimedean. Okay, why so? That is, if we take A and B as any two positive real numbers, क्या बोला? Any two positive real numbers, then there exists a positive integer, a positive integer small n, such that small n into A is greater than B. Please note it. Again I will say, कितना obvious सा दिखाई दे रहा होगा आपको, ठीक है? Please write that. So how it will be used in our UPSC journey? देखना ध्यान से. Just a important observation. ध्यान से देखिए. And you people will have that kind of clarity in your mind कि epsilon is needed. No matter you read the definition of limits and all, you need epsilon. That is very small number, right? So देखना. For example, if we take any arbitrary positive small real number epsilon, ठीक है? Then there exists some positive integer n such that 1 upon n is less than epsilon. Believe me, dear fellows, whenever we will be studying sequences and mainly the limit part, whenever we will be discussing the convergence, in that, at that time, this type of things will like impact much over that. ठीक है? So Archimedean property is clear to all or not? क्लियर तो आपको ऑब्वियस नजर आ रही होगी, बस इतना विश्वास दिलाइए. डू लेट मी नो कि वेदर यू गॉट द जिस्ट, वेदर यू हैव दैट कॉन्फिडेंस नाउ कि यस मैथमेटिकली आई कैन राइट व्हाट इज आर्किमीडियन एक्चुअली. And why this is happening? Because set of real numbers is ordered complete. Ordered means if you take any two distinct real numbers, you can define a order between them, whether those will be less than or greater than or equal to. That is the meaning of ordered. Please आराम से एकदम बिना कोई तनाव लिए हुए. Please write down properly. And have patience for just today's lecture. है ना? Multiple time I said that. Everyone, is that noted? Please reply. Okay, yes. चलिए. Now, just one last obvious thing for you. It is obvious, but we will try to write the mathematical language for that, and we will try to explore what kind of attitude is needed here. Okay? So I hope you all will have patience, right? The analysis is all about patience. Later on, you will start enjoying. जस्ट थर्ड एंड लास्ट प्रॉपर्टी है ना. फिर उसके बाद में बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जिसमें आपको पूरा एकदम भरपूर मजा आएगा. चलिए, लेट्स राइट द थर्ड पॉइंट नाउ. ओके, लिखिएगा दैट यू कैन कॉल theorem. You can call that as a लिखेगा every open interval. Yesterday I told you what does it mean by interval. Every open interval a comma b contains a real number. That is the statement. क्या है ये? Because theorem तो उसका statement है. It is a statement of the theorem. Now it is on you. I am giving you 1 minute to think. You have to prove this. और इस क्वेश्चन के थ्रू आपको ये समझ ना आ जाए कि रियल एनालिसिस इज व्हाट, तो जो कहना वही आ जाएगी. लिखने की कोशिश कीजिए कि ये ऐसा क्यों होगा, सोचने की कोशिश. प्रॉपर तो आई विल टेल यू, है ना. ट्राई टू थिंक प्लीज. आई विल ऑल्सो थिंक, है ना. प्लीज कीप ऑन थिंकिंग, है ना. डोंट लुक ऑन द बोर्ड. is. चलिए, how many of you have thought the things? अच्छा, okay, you can keep it on. The next is gonna be more interesting just after this point, okay? To have more beautiful things. But I will take time, obviously, because I am a bit slow teacher. Okay, dears, everyone, be on the board. Please, सारे लोग बोर्ड पर आइए. And I want to give a proper message here. Is it visible? Let me check it. Just थोड़ा सा नीचे कर दें. Is it visible now? Okay, dear fellows. देखिए ध्यान से. When it comes on the real analysis, मेरा मैसेज समझना. Please understand my message. And I am giving that message just like as a student. Okay? While you think to prove the things in pure mathematics, it always makes you either the fatigued or the more curious person. These are the only two cases which I have seen during my teaching career and the research or as a student. Fair? Or as an UPSC aspirant. होता क्या है? Suppose that, ध्यान से देखना, आंसर देना was not purpose. Please get my message. Writing this answer was not my purpose at all because I have been writing it from my student life. So I am very much comfortable with that. But when I read this article first time, I was clueless. यार ये क्या कर क्या रहा है, मतलब चाह क्या रहा है यहाँ पे. That is the feeling I carried. How many of you have the same feeling? Please share. देखिए. Later on, when I had tried to have the grip on algebra and analysis, I tried to search the ways. Luckily, I got that book during my student life itself, that Gallian wala book. There I learned these ways to do the proofs, to think how to be very comfortable with that. I always say proofs can never be done through the examples, but I always say, देखना ध्यान से, proofs are not done by examples, but if you read some proof, देखना ध्यान से, try to create a picture through an example and retain the learnings. Be on the board, please, everyone. और ये चीज I have taught you in modern algebra as well. That is why you appreciated that level of appreciation. देखिए ध्यान से, मेरे को भी यहां पर बहुत abstract feeling आएगा. But what I will say, चलो, I have to write an exam. I am not preparing for that research or TIFR exam. Here I am preparing for UPSC optional. So whenever these proof kind of things comes into the picture, those are pretty much defined in the syllabus. There are not infinite kind of things. So those standard things I will do from this lecture without being very that enthusiast. आराम से देखेंगे, एक एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू we will picturize that and after that we will remember it, because I am preparing for UPSC, not I am doing the research or something else. So I am very much practical in my things. Even if you are doing the research, if you are preparing for other exams as well, still I will say this technique you can follow. This will definitely gonna help you. I can bet on this. चलिए देखिए ध्यान से, आपको नहीं समझ आ रहा है कि क्या लिखा है इधर में, आप क्या कीजिए, जस्ट टेक एन एग्जांपल. फॉर एग्जांपल यू हैव टेकन द इंटरवल 2,3. फेयर. नाउ थिंक अबाउट व्हाट इज a, दैट इज 2, व्हाट इज b, दैट इज 3. ठीक है, देखिएगा प्लीज, इस हैबिट को जिस दिन आप सीख गए ना उस दिन आप एंजॉय करने लगे. फेयर. Archimedian property says what? कि if you have two positive real numbers, let's say वहां पर मैं 1.5 से 1.7 ले सकता था, not an issue at all, right? Fair. I could take 1.5 से 1.7, not an issue at all. Fair. I guess that will not won't be visible, right? Fair enough. I'm saying you can take another interval. Fair. So what is the, for example, first वाले के लिए let's work. So a is 2, b is 3. By the Archimedian property, I will definitely have some positive integer. Positive integer means the natural numbers. I will have some integer such that n times a will be greater than b. So for example, I have considered this like the interval, the number like this, and I have taken b minus a that is greater than 1 upon m is less than b minus a. Fair. Abhi whatever the interval you have here, you try to design the things like this. Fair. After that I moved on the another point. आराम से देखते रहना अभी. So what I did is here I have considered a set collection of those natural numbers for which we have this thing hold. From where the intuition comes? Because my target is, अरे यार है क्या लिखा है, रेशनल नंबर. यार रियल तो ले ही रहा है. अरे भाई I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. रेशनल नंबर प्रूफ कराना था वहां पे, मतलब वो लिख गया उधर से, काम में वही करना था. There exists a rational number. ठीक है. So what I have done, अभी you will think कि सर 2 to 8 इंटरवल रहेगा. So what you will do? I will say take 2 to 2.5 and so कि 2 से 2.5 के बीच में there is a rational number and your job is done. Getting my point? So if you are confused here, remove that confusion now. Come here. Now why we have done this? Because ultimately my target is to get a real rational number in this interval, means lying between a and b. Fair enough? So I have taken a set, in that I have considered those natural numbers. Please follow here. For which this m which we have taken here and this n upon m is greater than a. अब आप सोचिए, suppose that I would have taken 2 से 2.5. Fair? So a is 2, b is 2.5. So b minus a क्या मिल गया? 0.5. Suppose that I take a number 1 upon 3. Obviously it is less than 0.5 or not? Please say yes or no. So what is my m? That is 3. है कि नहीं? So I will take here those natural numbers for which n upon m is greater than a. So for example, here if I take, ध्यान से देखना, 1 upon 3. So क्या 1 upon 3 a से बड़ा है? नहीं है. Not equals to 2, that is a. So 1 upon 3 will not be in the set S. मैं आराम से एक एक पॉइंट पर काम कर रहा हूं. आज के बाद आपको प्रूफ करने की लत लग जाए, वो मेरी कोशिश है बस. हैबिट ऑफ डूइंग द प्रूफ्स। और कैसे? बहुत प्रैक्टिकल रहते हुए एक बार प्रूफ को एग्जांपल के थ्रू समझने की कोशिश। ट्राई टू गेट द प्रूफ टू अंडरस्टैंड थ्रू वन एग्जांपल। चलो, सो इफ यू टेक हियर लेट्स से 5, ध्यान से देखना यहां पर, इफ यू टेक 4, so 4/3 again, 5/3 no, 6/3 2 greater than नहीं है, 7/3 let's say if I take 7/3 that is greater than 2, so 7 belongs to S or not? किस S में? इस वाले से। Please say yes or no. So here you will have 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that or not? Say yes or no. So S will be a set like 7, 8, 9 and all. Please say yes or no. होगा या नहीं? बहुत बढ़िया, S हो गया। So since Archimedean property क्या कहता है? You will have some number जिसके लिए वो नंबर दूसरे नंबर से greater than होगा। So obviously S के अंदर में at least one element I will get, that I have done here as well. Fair, that is okay. S has the first element, let's say n0, right? S का first element is, let's say for example for us is 7. So in general when we will write, we cannot take 7, 8, 9. We will write in general. Fair? Obviously if this is the first number in the first element here in the set and S is following the ordering, so obviously you can tell this is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth and so on. So whenever you take the name order, it means you can tell this is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third element. So every word matters. So obviously 7 minus 1, 7 minus 1 will not be in S because you have taken 7 as the first element or first member. Fair. Now what do? You do this n0 minus m. So obviously you are taking those numbers for which n by m is greater than na. So n0 minus 1 upon m will be less than n or not? Say yes or no. Everyone. Just by managing these, देखना ध्यान से, just by managing this where I have marked the star, I have reached where I want to reach. And now it is clearly visible for you how I have done the things here. So although I don't know I have wasted your time or I have done a good job, but here I today tried to make you learn how I learn the proofs, how I try to visualize those. क्लियर है या नहीं? प्लीज से यस और नो। तो अब क्या करना है? एज एन यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट आई विल प्रैक्टिस, ठीक है, आई विल प्रैक्टिस बिकॉज आई अंडरस्टूड व्हाट यू ट्राइंग टू डू, बिकॉज आई अंडरस्टूड द प्रोसेस. व्हाट आई हैव डन? आई अंडरस्टूड द प्रोसेस, सो नाउ इट इज इजी टू रिमेंबर, सो इट इज easy to retain. I guess यही मैंने यहां पर बोला था. बोलिए. रिगार्डिंग थोड़ा मैसी हो रहा है, मैं बस इसको वहां पे तो बोलना चाह रहा था. सुंदरम, शिबू, किसने मैसेज किया था कि मेरा रियल वीक है? शिबू ने किया था. क्लियर है? लिख लीजिए आराम से और मैं फिर कहूंगा, यूपीएससी इज गोना आस्क दिस थिंग और नॉट. दिस वाज नॉट द मैटर हियर. मैटर वाज आई एम एबल टू कन्वे दैट मैसेज फॉर यू और नॉट, कि रियल एनालिसिस इज नॉट समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा प्लैनेटरी, मॉडर्न अलजेब्रा इज नॉट समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा प्लैनेटरी. Not at all. These are some standard proofs which you need to go through the book. You have to practice. Once after some stage of practice, you will be able to retain the things. That is the strategy I follow. Please. ओके शुंजम शिवू. अच्छा आप मैसेज पढ़ लेते, कोई मैसेज कर रहे थे. अनुभव सर मैंने अभी कल से शुरू किया, आज सेकंड लेक्चर देखा है, बढ़िया है सर. अच्छा सर मेरा 12th अनुभव आई विल सजेस्ट आज का पूरा लेक्चर अटेंड कीजिए पहले तो, ठीक है. लेक्चर के बाद मेरे नंबर पर डिस्क्रिप्शन में नंबर भी है, मुझसे बात कीजिए. आई विल सजेस्ट यू हाउ टू प्रोसीड. आराम से whatever is written on the board, please write every word. Please write down properly. Is that noted? Everyone? Is that noted? Okay, Amit. I hope everyone have noted that, right? Write down नीचे. Similarly, we can show for another cases. You won't have to write, okay? You just have to like mention here. Things are done. Number first is, second is A मान लो less than 0 है, B is greater than 0. Number third, A and B both are less or equal to 0. Fair? So just you have to write. No need to write full proof again. मतलब ये भी एक मैथमेटिकल वे होता है. ओके. तो बार बार मनरेगा मजदूरी करने से बचना है. Please write this. I hope you have noted this as well, right? Write the next heading, please. Representation of real numbers. Representation of real numbers. Just a small, just to make you feel, yes, the basics part. Again, I will say, if you think like whether it is in CSE or not, then I'm literally sorry. I already said initial 3 lectures is just to make you feel how the real analysis should go. Fair? Sure. Representation of real numbers as points on a straight line. Okay. So just keep writing. Please write like this. So any point on the एक straight line पर will represent a real number. Any point you take that will represent a real number. ये सब फटाफट लिखते जाएंगे ना. These are the some basic terms just for completion shape only. So rationals को we represent by Q. This is the original representation, okay? And this we represent by Q complement. Q complement. This is obviously reals. Don't write simple Q. This is the like Q and this R double line as a standard representation. Is that done? I hope you have noted that, right? Please reply, you have done that or not? So let's have the next, just a small point, definition kind of, na? Absolute value of a real number. Absolute value of a real number. It is defined by modulus x, which is plus ka x, if x greater or equal to 0, it is minus ka f, x is less or equal. Equality you can take at any of the step, not an issue at all. Either you take here or here. So persons who feel कि यार modulus function क्या होता है, so from here they would have started, right? But हमने उल्टा पढ़ना शुरू किया होता है, पहला चैप्टर छोड़ देते हैं ना रियल का. Anyways, please keep writing with me, very basic terms, but we will be using those at the adequate places, then it will make the use impact. Please keep writing. Please underline this. See, if you ask to me, कि, sir, these are very obvious things, why you are wasting my time? I will say, dear, I have more experience than you. When I taught them epsilon delta definition, when I say कि modulus of x minus a less than epsilon can be written like this, they will see, oh, why? Getting my point? So, please don't have any single doubt over the things कि इतना आसान आसान चीजें क्यों लिखी जा रही है. There is a genuine reason behind that. Okay, and everything will be used frequently in our further discussions. So at that place, when I use for this expression, then don't open your eyes here. ये क्या हो गया करके, है ना? Please write. Is that noted? Okay, dear. So what I suggest you, these are very important things which we will be using in our further discussions. Fair? For you, those are obvious. For me, that is mathematics. Okay. Chalo. Let's proceed. So Abhi, you just turn out your paces. Till now in this lecture, if you have any single doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, this job is done now. This target is done. Now I want to move for the second target. So if you have any single doubt, you can ask. Is there any doubt? Shall I proceed for further now? Because that is a fantabulous concept we are gonna decode today for our exam point of view. So after this, now you can judge me whether I am on the UPSC track or not. है ना? Shall I proceed now? Please reply. चलिए, ओके बच्चे, ओके डियर्स, ओके ओके। सो मेरा एक स्मॉल रिक्वेस्ट है आपसे, आई हैव अ स्मॉल रिक्वेस्ट टू यू गाइस, इफ यू फील कि B.Tech is not in the syllabus, so you can skip the class. Clear everyone? Because these things are in syllabus, and I am giving you the best way to tackle these things today. ठीक? And this is gonna be the backbone. Please, everyone, be sincere, be serious over this discussion now. चलिए, लिखिए जरा, राइट अ हेडिंग प्लीज। अभी लिखिएगा पार्ट टू ऑफ द चैप्टर 1, वेरी फर्स्ट पॉइंट, राइट अ हेडिंग प्लीज, B.Tech. Again I will say, I will be writing the proper definitions here, because that is the beauty of pure mathematics. Even in the mathematics, yeah, right? Without definitions, you are just jumbling here and there. Chale. So, suppose that I define a function from x cross x to r. What I have done? Let capital X be a non-empty subset of R. Fair? Let's define a function or a mapping from the set Cartesian product of two sets, right? From a set x cross x to R. Fair? कैसे डिफाइन करना है देखिए, इसको मैं एक बार और अपने वर्ड्स में बोला, दैट इज वी आर ट्राइंग टू एसोसिएट a unique number small d with each pair x comma y कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट है, सो इसके एलिमेंट्स किस टाइप के दिखाई देंगे, x comma y टाइप, राइट? दिस इज x क्रॉस x। देन ध्यान से देखिएगा, एक एक वर्ड मैटर करता है यहां पर, ठीक? सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू एसोसिएट अ यूनिक नंबर विथ ईच पेयर, किस तरीके का? देन D is said to be a metric on the set capital X if and only if, आराम से एक एक वर्ड पे, ठीक है? if we associate some number D with each pair such that, अब वो जो D है, then D is said to be a metric on the set X, ठीक है? metric on the set X if and only if D satisfies these three properties, which you feel कि सर क्या मजाक है, ये तो पता ही है मुझे। if x not equals to y and d of x by is 0 if x equals to y. Fair? Number second, d of x by is same as d of by x. That is symmetricity. Okay. Third point which d should follow. Third is d of x by, it should be less or equal to d of xz plus d of zx. Here this is called triangle inequality. आराम से देख लीजिए बिना किसी तनाव के. एग्जाम्पल दिखाऊं? रुकिए जस्ट वेट अ मिनट प्लीज. देखिए ध्यान से. Be on the board please. For example, let if we take capital X equals to R itself, set of real numbers ही उठा लिया, ठीक है, and define D such that R cross R to R by d of x by I will take as modulus of x minus y. ठीक है, मीन्स बच्चा लोग की तरह d of 2,3 कैसा दिखाई देगा? फॉर एग्जाम्पल d of -1, -1.1, how it will be looking like? -1 minus 1.1, that is 2.1. Right or not? Clear? Then ये तो जस्ट आपके समझने के लिए है, ठीक है. Then D is a metric on R. क्या बोल दिया? D is a metric on R. समझ में आई बात या नहीं? क्यों? Since d of x by greater than 0, ठीक है, if x not equals to y, d of x x ही 0 होगा, पहली प्रॉपर्टी. सेकंड, d of x y, that is modulus x minus y, that is modulus y minus x, that is d of y x. Second property, d of x y कहां गया? देखिए ध्यान से, d of x z plus d of z x, that will be modulus of x minus y, sorry, x minus z minus modulus of y minus z. Modulus of alpha plus modulus of beta, this will be always greater or equal to d of modulus of x minus z plus modulus of y minus z. Right or not? Or if you want to, कहां गया? राइट, कि मेरे को चाहिए कि d of x y, ध्यान से देखना यहां पर. So modulus of a plus modulus of b, modulus of a plus modulus of b, it is always greater or equal to modulus of a minus b. Those the real numbers follow the property. Z here got cancelled, so this comes out as d of x y. So that is the third property कि d of x y should be less or equal to, or otherwise this will be greater or equal to d of x y. So what do you say कि this d of x y, कौन सा वाला d of x y? This d of x y equals to modulus of x minus y. This satisfies three properties, so it is a metric on R. Metric समझ में आ गया? Everyone, please say yes or no. अमित कुमार, कौन सा प्रॉपर्टी था शायद, इसी को अलग अलग लिख लेते हो, ठीक है। जो मैंने मिला के लिख दिया। अरे बोल तो रहा हूं अमित, इसी को फोर्थ नंबर बना के लिख, मतलब फर्स्ट सेकंड करके लिख देते हो। कोई दिक्कत नहीं। अरे डी ऑफ एक्स जेड नहीं है, अरे यार, कनिष्क जोशी, आई एम सॉरी, and this is written na modulus of y minus z, so this is written for d of y z, sorry. It's my like मैंने उधर गलत प्रिंट कर दिया है ना। प्लीज एडिट। शिबू जायसवाल, सुंदरम, एवरीवन, अनुभव, are you getting the point? Just tell me, B.Tech is clear to all or not? अरे यार, मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं आज ज्यादा थक गया हूँ। डी ऑफ एक्स कॉमा जेड, तो जेड कॉमा वाई इसको लिख सकते हैं, या फिर डी ऑफ एक्स कॉमा वाई लिखा है ना। अब रुको यार, आई गेस things are pretty like, just wait a minute please, I'm sorry, I just want to set here d of x comma z, ठीक है। अगर मैं d of x comma y कहता हूं, तो x comma z से z comma y आप यहाँ पे एडिट कर सकते हो। अभी मैं बता दे रहा हूं आपको क्या है वहां पर। सो d of x comma y, if you are writing here d of x comma z, this you can edit। सीधी सी बात ये है, you want to move, ध्यान से देखिए, आज के बाद फिर गलती नहीं होगी, x to y, ठीक है। another move you have taken x to z, then z to y, x to z, z to y, so it will form a triangle। Literally sorry for that. Are you getting my point? So sum of these two sides, that is x, d of x comma z, d of z comma y, this will be always greater or equal to the third side. That is the literal meaning of this. Kanisk Joshi, is that clear now? Everyone, I'm sorry, it's like मैंने उधर में ध्यान नहीं दिया, मतलब बैक ऑफ द माइंड में थिंग्स वर क्लियर, ट्राइंगल लिखा, उसी से क्लियर है कि सम ऑफ टू साइड्स ग्रेटर और इक्वल टू टू, ग्रेटर और थर्ड साइड, बट हियर आई हैव जस्ट वो लिखने में गलती हो गया, सॉरी फॉर दैट। प्लीज एडिट एवरीवन। अभी फेयर है, अभी नॉट एन इश्यू एट ऑल। Shall I proceed now? Please say yes or no. Okay dears, okay. चलो, that is the example 1. अभी देखते हैं कितना को समझ में आया। एग्जाम्पल 2 लिखिए। If we define D such that R cross R to R by D of x y equals to 0 when x equals to y and D of x comma y is 1 when x not equals to y. So can anyone tell me कि D is a metric on R? Please reply yes or no. सभी लोग रिप्लाई करेंगे yes or no. फटाफट। जल्दी बोलिए भाई। यस, अमित सेड यस, व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? यस, बहुत बढ़िया। दैट मीन्स अभी चीजें समझ में आ गई है थोड़ी। देखिएगा, सिंस नंबर फर्स्ट d ऑफ एक्स वाई ग्रेटर और इक्वल टू 0, ठीक है, x not equals to y and it is 0, x equals to y. Second, what was the property for that? D of x comma y is equal to d of x comma y. So first property satisfied, second property satisfied. Third property, d of x comma y, ठीक है। So if I write what is d of x comma z plus d of z comma y if x not equals to z, so this will be 1 plus 1, that is 2, and which is greater than d of x comma y. Why? Because d of x y will be either 1 or 0. Dear fellows, everyone, are you clear about the things or not? So what you will reply here? Yes, D is also a metric on R. Right? आराम से एकदम बिना किसी तनाव लिए हुए, सिलेबस खत्म करना है ये वो पता चला कुछ नहीं। मनोज कुमार, इट इज योर फर्स्ट लेक्चर। हालांकि आपको उससे कोई बहुत ज्यादा लेना देना नहीं है, द प्रीवियस वन एग्जांपल वन वाला जो था ना, उसको बोलते हैं यूजुअल मीट्रिक ऑन आर. एग्जांपल वन यू कैन राइट हियर डी इज यूजुअल मीट्रिक ऑन आर. एग्जांपल वन में यू कैन ऐड हियर if d of xy is defined like this, then you can call that as a discrete metric on R. Okay, Manoj, great. So how you find the lectures? मतलब थोड़ा मास्टर समझा पा रहा है कि नहीं? Whether I am able to make you understand the things, make you feel कि real analysis में what we are gonna do. Okay, good. Keep on learning, keep smiling. आराम से देखिएगा. Okay, Manoj, thank you. Actually, I'm not just like, I feel like if I do any topic new, although I have been doing this thing from last 10 to 12 years, but every time I feel कि students are enjoying or not, whether I am able to deliver the things or not. So just feedback take, nothing more than that. चलिए. So suppose that now you talk about कि I want to work sir over xy plane, 2D plane के ऊपर, तो किसने मना किया? करो. So if you take an element on R2, तो R2 का element will be two tuple like A, B type. R2 का element, अरे भाई xy में अगर लिखना है, let's say ये लाइन है कोई रियल नंबर, ये लाइन है रियल नंबर, so how you write points? क्या तनाव लेना है उसमें, like that. मेरी बात समझे? So suppose that this is the point U, for example, this is the point B for you, and now you are defining D of A, B का image. How you are defining? D such that R2 cross R2 से R के ऊपर. कैसे डिफाइन कर रहे हैं? Like this. So D is also a metric on R2. R2 किसको बोलते हैं? XY प्लेन को. ओके डियर्स. शिबू जायसवाल, थर्ड प्रॉपर्टी यहां पे समझाओ क्या? किसमें बोल रहे हैं? अरे भाई देखो यहां शिबू, दिस इज 2, 2 is greater than 1 or not, and 1 can be assigned to d of xy, because d of xy is defined like it is 1. Shivu, are you getting the point? So this is just to write. जिसको आपको लग रहा है ये तो obvious है, but that is the pure math ना. तो लिखना होता है कि since 2 is greater than 1 and 1 is the image of the element like under D for the x comma y. So for 1 I can write D of x comma y. So in this manner I have shown कि D of x comma z plus D of z comma y is greater or equal to D of x comma y. आराम से लिखिए। इज दिस एग्जाम्पल क्लियर टू ऑल? प्लीज रिप्लाई। तो इसको जस्ट लिख लीजिए। Is that done? ओके डियर्स, चलो अब आगे बढ़ते हैं। मीट्रिक का काम क्या होगा, हमें उसका बैंड बजाना है। व्हाई वी हैव स्टडीड मीट्रिक। Okay, yes. Write down exam point. Exam point means this we have to carry now for our exam purpose. देखिए ध्यान से, since d of x comma y equals modulus of x comma y denotes the distance between 2 points x and y. क्लियर है यहां तक? Where x and y are some real numbers. ठीक है? So we will consider this observation. For further concepts. इसको बॉक्स में बंद कर लीजिए। ठीक, modulus of x by just represent the distance between 2 points. This distance is represented by modulus of x minus y. Fair? याद रहेगा सबको? चलिए देखिए, another beautiful concept I am gonna deliver now, and the whole theory for these things will be based on that concept. ठीक है? चलो, please put down your pen and paper. Just listen me what I am trying to say here. ठीक है? ये याद रहेगा, this is the distance between 2 points, right? चलो, मैं इसको मिटाना चाह रहा हूं. Please write down this fast. I will erase that. छोड़ो यार, यहाँ पे लिखते हैं बियॉन्ड द वर्ड प्लीज एवरीवन। यहाँ पर आइए, लिखिए जरा हेडिंग लिखिए, ओपन बॉल। प्लीज राइट ओपन बॉल। देखना ध्यान से। Till now you have heard that or not, you worked over that or not, I don't know. But today I am telling you, just listen my words and remember this. देखिए ध्यान से, beyond the word please. Open ball, ध्यान से देखना. I am writing a set as collection of those real numbers. ध्यान से देखिएगा. I am writing a set collection of all those real numbers for which d of x naught comma y is less than some r. आराम से रुकना, एकदम आराम से, बिना किसी को टेंशन, मतलब कोई टेंशन नहीं है। ध्यान से देखिएगा, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बॉल का मतलब बॉल मत समझिए, बस उसका नाम है, समझिए यहां पर बॉल डिस्क क्या होगा। मिटाई तब ज्यादा मजा आएगा, स्पेस मिलेगा मुझे पूरा। तीनों को एक साथ लिखूंगा, अब इसको पूरा मजा लेना है इसका। देखिए ध्यान से, what I'm gonna write, I am gonna write a set of those real numbers for which d of x naught comma y, ध्यान से देख रहे हैं ना, d of x naught comma y is less than r. Suppose that I am writing collection of all those points, ध्यान से देखते रहना, collection of all those points belonging to R2 such that, इसको जरा मैं कुछ और लिखता हूं, such that d of a naught comma a is less than some r. ठीक है, थर्ड पॉइंट लिख रहा हूं, s equals, let's say a, those points in xyz plane, that is r3, such that d of a naught comma a is less than r. बिल्कुल तनाव मत लेना, दिस इज द, ध्यान से देखिएगा, फर्स्ट के लिए आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, ध्यान से देखिएगा, इफ दिस इज सम फिक्स्ड नंबर x नॉट ऑन द रियल लाइन, ध्यान से देखिए, नहीं समझाएगा बार बार समझाऊंगा क्योंकि इसके बिना काम चलने वाला नहीं है। सो लेट्स से इफ आई टेक दिस डिस्टेंस इज r, okay, so whatever points are there on this, ठीक है, whatever points are there on this line between this and this, ध्यान से देखिएगा क्या बोल रहा हूं, so over the real line, let's say this is the point x naught minus r, this is the point x naught plus r, ठीक है। so collection of all these points is the set S. विश्वास लाइए everyone, collection of all these points means all these real numbers is represented by the set S. थोड़ा देर रुकिए, नहीं समझ आया ठहरिए, मास्टर समझाएगा. Be on the board please. Suppose that we are over the xy plane. ठीक है प्यारे बच्चों. Let's say this is some point A. Let's say this is the point A naught comma B naught. What I do, I take collection of all points. ध्यान से देखिएगा. I take collection of all points which are at the distance small r from this fixed point. नहीं समझ आया? फिर समझाते हैं. X, Y, Z. Let's say this is my point. I call it as A naught, B naught, C naught. I am taking all those points. ध्यान से देखिएगा. I am taking all those points here which are at the distance small r from a fixed point A naught, B naught, C naught. So मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, collection of all these points, ठीक है, represents S. Collection of all these points represents S in the second part. Collection of all these points represent S in the first point. ध्यान से देखना, just one more minute. So here, ध्यान से देखना, I am not including the boundary here. What I am doing? मैं gap छोड़ रहा हूं. I am not including the boundary means I am not including equality here. Not including equality, that is why I kept it dotted. Okay? So मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, this is an open ball in the set of real numbers. This is an open ball in the set R2. This is an open ball in R3. Open ball का मतलब है collection of all those points which comes inside the distance R from a fixed point. From a fixed point. From a fixed point. Here A naught is what? A naught comma B naught. Here A naught is what? A naught comma B naught comma C naught. बोलिए. So आपके लिए बॉल क्या है? आपके लिए बॉल मतलब 3D. लेकिन आज मैंने आपको जो बॉल बता रहा हूं वो बॉल क्या होगा? बॉल in one dimensional is the collection of these points. ठीक है? Ball in two dimensional, that is open disk. Right? Here it is interval and here it is sphere. Getting my point? एकदम क्रिस्टल क्लियर है या नहीं बताइए. ओपन बॉल को क्या बोलेंगे? कलेक्शन ऑफ पॉइंट्स विच आर एट डिस्टेंस r from some fixed point x naught, where x naught will be called as center of that ball. बोलिए हाँ या ना, एकदम आराम से बताइए। कॉन्सेप्ट को तो आज समझा के ही मानेंगे। प्लीज रिप्लाई एवरीवन, एकदम विश्वास के साथ, आनंद के साथ आया समझ में कि नहीं? Okay, dears. Okay. Please note down. Please write down. हाँ लिखिए, आराम से लिखिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। प्लीज राइट डाउन प्रॉपरली एवरीथिंग। क्या समस्या है अमित कुमार जी? नो नो अमित कुमार, जितना बोला है उतना सुनिए, बस जितना बोला है उतना सुनिए। ओपन मीन्स स्ट्रिक्ट लेस देन, means you are not including the point on boundary. You are not, देखिए स्पेस छोड़ा ना मैंने, just to indicate you are not including the points on boundary. Shall I proceed now? Is that noted? इज दैट नोटेड? चलिए देखिए यहां पर यू कॉल्ड दिस एज आर नेबरहुड, क्या बोला? आर नेबरहुड of the point x naught. Please write down. In short, we write NBD. So this is also called, क्या बोलेंगे इसको? R neighborhood of the point x naught. ठीक है? ये जो S है, this is also called R neighborhood. If you take here epsilon, you will call it as epsilon neighborhood. If you take here elephant, you will call it as elephant neighborhood. Clear? Elephant तो नहीं बात करते प्योर मैथ्स में, that is a crime actually. फिर भी here it is called R neighborhood of the point A naught. This S is also called as R neighborhood of, आप केवल नेबरहुड बोलते थे, वो गलत बात थी. ऐसे बोला जाता है, ठीक है? So is the terminology clear to all? When I will say open ball or ball, you will take that as a neighborhood of some fixed point. Neighborhood वही हिंदी में पड़ोसी. तो ये उन बिंदुओं का कलेक्शन है जो बिंदु एक फिक्स्ड पॉइंट से r डिस्टेंस पर पड़ते हैं. बॉल इज क्लियर और नॉट? सो दिस इज द मैथमेटिकल बॉल. दिस इज द कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑल दोज पॉइंट्स विच आर एट डिस्टेंस r. आई होप इट विल बी क्लियर टू ऑल. समराइज कर लीजिए आप, मतलब दिमाग में ये बैठा लीजिए कि व्हाट डज इट मीन बाय नेबरहुड. देखिएगा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, you know what please? For example, 0.5 NBD of the point 2 on the set of real line, in the set of real numbers, is 2 minus 0.5 से 2 plus 0.5. So that is equals to 1.5 से 2.5. Fair? If I say 0.01 NBD of the point, of the point 1,2 in R cross R. So क्या बन जाएगा ये? बोलिए. Is this is the point 1,2. So you are taking the collection of all those points, this open disk of radius 0.01. Mathematically, it will be represented by collection of all those points in R2 for which modulus of x देखिए पॉइंट ये है. सो मॉडुलस ऑफ x minus 1 less than 0.01 कॉमा मॉडुलस ऑफ y minus 2. आराम से देख लीजिए बिना किसी तनाव के. और ये सेट कैसे लिखा जाता है? इफ यू हैव सिंगल डाउट यू कैन आस्क. इफ यू हैव एनी सिंगल डाउट हियर. क्या बताया था? modulus of x minus 1 less than 0.01, it can be written as right or not? एकदम बच्चा लोग की तरह नेबरहुड समझ आ गया सबको? एनी प्रॉब्लम इन दैट? Please note down. अच्छा पहले नेवर उनको रटे थे, अब समझ आ गया, चलो अच्छी बात है, समझ आना चाहिए, ठीक है। So honestly speaking, for the full day I had back to back classes, recorded sessions as well. So अभी I'm completely fatigued, मतलब you won't believe, आंखें एकदम बंद हो रही हैं, ठीक है। Although I wanted to do these things because I was very much like कि हाँ चलो मजा आएगा करके, but I am stopping the class here just to maintain the enthusiasm level which I always carry for every class. So just for the completion sake कि पूरा कर देना है, I won't continue the class because completely tired I am now. I am sorry for the session. I have to stop here as well. I'll continue from here in the next session and I will take your doubt in the Telegram group as well. Tomorrow I will reply. कल भी बहुत hectic schedule है, तो maybe please give me time. And otherwise, these initial 3 lectures, please revise those properly. Don't think whether those are addressing the demand of exam or not. Just take those as the base content. From the next lecture onwards, we will have definitely the enjoying journey as well. Obviously, abhi nahi tha. So, I'm stopping the class here. It's enough from my side. Good luck. Okay. Sorry, dear fellows. I wanted to do that as well, but yeah. Fair. Because things are so interesting कि मेरा मन नहीं कर रहा है कि जबरदस्ती कर दिया जाए उनको. I know I can make them more interesting. Baki Saturday and Sunday is off for us as the schedule I have provided to you. So please don't panic over the things. I'll be moving on my pace. Maybe अभी थोड़ा सा इधर उधर भी हो सकता है because next month I have like heavy engagements because sister's marriage and all. So I'll be trying to give my best. फिर भी panic नहीं करेंगे बिल्कुल भी. कल और परसों ऑफ है as the schedule provided, I guess. Right or not? Please reply. सुजान नहीं है वहां पर. Shundram, I guess Sunday and Monday I have given the off in the schedule, right? So please revise these 3 lectures. Don't be in hurry. Everything will be completed with the proper manner as we have done the previous chapters as well. Okay, dears. So it's enough from my side. Let's stop the lecture now. Anything you want to say? Yes, fair. We'll meet on Tuesday now. We'll meet on Tuesday now. Okay, dears. Okay. Good night, everyone. Keep learning, keep smiling. Bye. Bye. Okay, everyone. Fair. I guess it's the ending. Huh? Bye, everyone.